Hey y'all, my name is Tyler, I'm a photographer, and this is what's in my camera bag. Let's see. So, first I want to talk about the bag itself for a moment. It is a Langley bag. My sister got this for me like a few years ago, can't remember why, but I love it, and I love all the compartments in it, and I love that you have this, but if you need more room, you can take this out completely, and then you have a whole nother bag you could use. So that's a nice little feature. I think I want to start with the camera body itself. This is the D850 Nikon. I love this camera. I've always been a Nikon person. Let's see, what do I like about it? This is a full frame camera. I think it's 46 megapixels, I believe. Yeah, so you're getting huge images, very crisp, very clear. And one thing I like about it that I didn't like at first was the LCD screen on the back. You can kind of move it around and manipulate it, which at first I thought was pointless. But then as a short person, I discovered it's actually very useful for trying to get higher. So I really like that about it. And put that right there. Okay. I want to start with the lenses. So this is my Sigma 14-24 lens, and it's a 2.8 aperture. And I really like this because it's a wide angle lens, and I've been trying to get into doing like some design photography, interior design. And so with this thing, it allows you to look at like basically the entire room when you're inside it. It just gives you lots of detail, and I don't know, I just think it's really cool, and I've been using it a lot. It's also good for like landscapes and any kind of wide shot that you can think of. So I like it for nature and inside, so it's kind of versatile in that way. So there's that one. Next, this is my oldest lens, which you're gonna be able to tell because it looks beat up as hell. This is a zoom lens. It's a Sigma 70-300, and it's got a 4 to 5.6 aperture. And this is really good I like this one for nature photography a lot because I'm able to zoom in on things that are far away. And you can also, once you've extended it to a certain degree, you can switch on this little macro thing, and it allows you to take pictures of like extreme close-ups of things. Like I've taken lots of pictures of like spiders and leaves and just intricate details basically. So I like this one for nature a lot, and basically for anything far away. Like it would be good for like street photography and where you want to feel less intrusive in what you're doing. So that is what that is for. And then I have one more lens. This is the Nikon 50mm, and it has a 1.8 aperture. So you're gonna get like extremely dreamy, lovely, shallow depth of field with this. And I really like to use it for portraiture for that reason. And it's like a fixed lens, so there's no zooming in or out, which I kind of like that because I feel like you have to work harder basically, and it makes your brain work in a different way. I think when you're able to zoom in all the time, it kind of makes you can get a little lazier maybe with your compositions. So I think it's good to have at least one non-zooming lens. And I feel like all three of these, they kind of cover a good range of different photographic situations, like the portraiture, the nature, the street photography, the interiors. Like when I was trying to pick them, I was trying to plan for all sorts of different photo scenarios. So I like that because it's a nice medley. What is next? So I want to talk about this flash of mine. So this is the Godox V860. This is the number 2 one. Basically, you can mount this on top of the camera, and you can just take a whole bunch of flashes. It recharges really quickly. I also have an extra battery for it, which is nice. But, oh, and you can move this all around, which is also very helpful. Especially for me, because I don't like doing direct flash in most situations. I think it's just too harsh. I like a softer light. So what I usually will do is I'll put it on the camera and I'll angle it either up towards the ceiling or near a wall or something so you can bounce it off. So the light is a lot softer. But there are other ways to go about that. I also have softbox, which this goes over the top of it and it gives you a much softer light, hence softbox. So got this one and got this little one. So you have some options basically. So that's that. And what else? So the D850, it has its own like built-in thing to do like wireless connections. And there's an app that you can do so you can like look through the viewfinder on your phone, which I do a lot of self-portraiture artwork. So that is like a key feature for me that I need. But I don't know, maybe I haven't tried it as much, maybe, that's possibly it. But I have had this for years, and this is a Ep.5 wireless transmitter, and I've used it in many, many situations, which is why it's slightly bent now here from so much use. But it also has its own app that you can download, and it allows you to look through the viewfinder, and you can like change the aperture and all the settings basically, and it's been extremely helpful for the kind of art that I make. So I love that, and I will have that forever probably. Thinking, I mean, the rest I have are just chargers basically, so nothing amazing there. But let's see, there's some little things in here that are somewhat useful. I have a little flashlight that I keep with me in case I can't find things in my bag, which happens frequently. And it has a little screwdriver thing on the other end, which comes in handy for lots of different situations. And I have this nifty little thing, if I can get it to work. So it's just a brush on one side to like get dust off your lens. And then it has this that you can also use to wipe the lens off. So I think, oh wait, one more thing. This is kind of silly, but I find it to be useful. So I've had to like just rig a bunch of things randomly in situations, like maybe you don't have someone to hold a bounce, so you have to like position it on something. So I like to keep like little magnets and little clips and stuff, so you can just try and attach things quickly. And I feel like those, I mean, you won't need them forever, and then all of a sudden they will be desperately important for a situation. So I just like to have random little things like that around. But really, I think that's all. That's it. Hey, I'm Tyler. I can't wait to see what's in your camera bag.